Hello everyone, Stephen aka Beerbeard here, calling from London once again, smoking my Missouri Meerschaum Country Gentleman with some McBaron Mixture Scottish blend. And this is my VR to Max at Defiant Pipes. Max is developing a YouTube pipe community compendium of worldly wisdom to be passed on to his son or anyone else that may benefit from it in the future, I suppose. And he asked for 3 items of sage advice that we'd all learned during our travels through life. So here's my 3 for what it's worth. Excuse me a second. Number 1, I'd say don't rush to judge people on first impressions alone. Many people, when you meet them for the first time, they get on easily with people. They can relax immediately in their company. They can open themselves up. It's fine. You pretty much are seeing someone, their true self. There are other people that are more guarded, that find it more difficult to actually open themselves up to strangers, and it can take a while to get through that and beyond that to actually find out what the person is like underneath. So first impressions aren't always going to stand you in good stead in that situation. It takes time to really get to know some people, so give it a chance and just don't dismiss people on the basis of what you first think when you first meet them. This has gone out again. Secondly, always be yourself. By that I mean try to avoid pretending to act a different way in order to be the kind of person you think someone else wants you to be. It doesn't really work very well because what you're doing is you're putting on an act, you're playing a role, and you can't always do it very well because it's not how you naturally feel. So you're not being your true self, and you really need to show people your true self, because that's what if it's going to be a long-term friendship or relationship, that's what they have to see. And if they don't like or relate to you and your true self, then perhaps that friendship or relationship was not meant to be. So always be true to yourself. Don't try to perform according to what you think other people want from you. And my third one, I'd say never tolerate bullying. And that's whether you're the victim of bullying or whether you witness someone else being bullied. There's never any justification for bullying at all. There's no mitigating circumstances. Bullies do it because they can, because they have an advantage, whether they're bigger and stronger than their victim, whether they're backed up by a group and their victim is on their own, or in a work environment where they occupy a senior position and they pick on someone further down the food chain. Because bullying takes all forms. It's not just physical, it's mental, emotional, psychological as well. And as I say, they do it because they can. And what's more, they carry on doing it once they think they can get away with it, which is why it should be nipped in the bud at an early stage and challenged. So those are my 3. Don't judge too much on first impressions, always be yourself, and never tolerate bullying. Here we go. Hope that's of some use to someone out there. And one other thing I'd say, I was watching one of the other VRs by Chad. I think it's Chad Yarborough, but I apologise if I've said his name wrong. And he gave a bonus tip, which was never cook bacon in the nude. Now, I thought this was really sound advice. And I wonder whether you consider perhaps doing a supplementary document about things it's inadvisable to do whilst naked. It could stand them in good stead in the future. And if you do, I'd like to add one of my own, which is ironing. Never do the ironing while you're naked. No matter how much of a rush you're in, put something on. Especially if you're in a rush, come to that. Because if you're tall like me, think of the average height of an ironing board. Think of that iron flying about the ironing board because you're in a hurry. Think of the potential for mishaps. Yes, I speak from experience. And on that note, I'll leave that with you. Cheers for watching. Hope to speak to you again soon. Bye.